Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let us go to Dar es Salaam for today's daily challenge. Looks like we're going to have lots of roads this time. No, it's Bridge to Bankruptcy. Bridges require double road tiles, but hey, you do start with 4 of them. So that's something. Good morning, Samurai Sam. Sam wants to know who was first. Trombone Dalek was here first. Good morning, Trombone Dalek. Sam will not be happy that you did it on the starting soon screen. There is a code of honor regarding who was here first in the mind of Samurai Sam. And listen, if you wait until we're off the starting soon screen, you might get to hear the official proclamation. But even if you don't, that doesn't mean you weren't here first. Trombone Dalek was here first. History shall show for all of time, or until, Twitch changes one thing, or Twitch goes away, or the internet blows up, or 87 other things happen. But perhaps until the end of time shall we know that on this day, the 11th of May, in the year 2023, Trombone Dalek was here first. There, you got a special fancy proclamation. Oh God, why do I do things? We're going to talk about Dynamite last night, and I don't usually preface this conversation by saying we're going to talk about Dynamite, but some folks didn't watch Dynamite, and by some folks, I mean sports pun. Sports pun to come. Pause the show now. Talking directly to you. Talking directly to you. Pause the show now. We're going to give Sports Pun a moment to... Did you feed Nora this morning? I did feed the Nora this morning. The Nora has been fed. She will not, hopefully. She is a cat. There's always the chance that she does this, but it is unlikely that she finagles her way into my steel cage match and then stabs a screwdriver into my skull. Like Don Callis did to Kenny Omega last night. Which, okay, that's a thing that happened. We kind of figured that Callis was going to turn on Omega at some point. I didn't think it was going to be here, but hey, the best wrestling swerves are the things that you could see coming, but also didn't know when they were going to happen. It was a really, really, really well done angle. It was really well done. Let's see here. We've got this dark blue guy right here. Unfortunately, I think we're just going to destroy these trees. The simplest and easiest thing to do here is to destroy those trees. Dalek wants to know if I cleared up any Nutri-Grain bar wrappers that are left behind. I think so. Let me take a visual inspection of the area. I see no Nutri-Grain wrappers. I do see like 24 envelopes with magic cards in them, but, that's a threat for another time for Samurai Sam. Mwahaha. Mwahahaha. So on the one hand, they did have an interference finish in a steel cage match, which is kind of counter to the whole point of steel cage matches. On the other hand, they really fucking earned it. Okay, so the idea of a steel cage, I have to remember that I'm doing Wrestling 101 while also doing not Wrestling 101. I don't know. But, so the idea of a steel cage match is you surround the ring with a steel cage, hence the name. Let's take our 30 more road tiles because I have 0 road tiles. You surround the ring with the cage, and the idea is 2 guys are going to get in the ring and fight, and none of their buddies can come help. And then at the end, one of them wins. It's kind of the whole point of a steel cage match. Now, over the years, WWE, because they're terrible, has cheapened the gimmick of a steel cage match to, high hell and back. A steel cage match used to be, like, in the olden days of wrestling, a steel cage match was like a big fucking deal. You would sell a lot of tickets with the right two guys in a steel cage match. Well, these days, it's just a random gimmick that WWE does, but AEW is kind of all about taking things that WWE ruined and making them good, like, professional wrestling, or in this instance, steel cage matches. So, let's sneak this red up and around here. At one point, it was the final form of wrestling, and now it's like the 6th most intense. It's like the 10th most intense match in WWE. It's a silly, cheesy gimmick. But the idea, and they always sell it on this, the idea is that there's no escape, and then inevitably, some schmuck gets in the cage, defeating the whole purpose of the cage. In AEW, they are all about, no, seriously, there's no escape. It's like, we're going to be a big, intense, fighty type. What is the most intense match type? Depends on the company you're working in. We'll talk. That's a Pandora's box level topic. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's a whole other thing. But in AEW, they've really done a good job of making the steel cage match back out to be, no, these two guys are in a blood feud. This is going to be physical and intense, and no, even though each of these guys have guys, none of their guys are going to get involved. It's going to be these two guys. Or one time, it's going to be these two girls, because Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa had a really good cage match. If you've ever seen the t-shirt with Britt Baker with her blood dripping down her face, I think that was in the cage match. That was either in the cage match or the lights out match. A Punjabi prison match is not the most intense wrestling match. It is, however, a good example of WWE cheapening the idea of a cage match. So, there's that. Anyway, last night on Dynamite, they had a steel cage match, and there was an interference finish by one of the guys' guys. However, Don Callis was only able to get into the cage because they did one of the stupidest and most dangerous spots I've ever seen in professional wrestling. All right, I want you to imagine something, right? We're going to take a 4th bridge instead of a 2nd roundabout. So a wrestling ring is like a 20-foot by 20-foot square, okay? You're going to surround that 20-foot by 20-foot square with 3 steel cables that we're going to call ropes because reasons. And we're going to do spots with them or something. Standing between the steel cables and the very, very, very edge of the ring, that's called the apron, right? It's a very narrow spot, typically referred to as the hardest part of the ring because it is more often than not the actual literal hardest part of the ring. What we're going to do in order to have a steel cage match is we're going to put a big metal chain link fence around the 20-foot by 20-foot ring, okay? Imagine this. This steel chain link fence is made out of various pieces of metal, right? Obviously. Imagine this. You're standing on the ring apron in the middle, right? You're not in one of the corners. You're just in the middle of the ring off to the side with your back to one of the panels of this big fuck-off chain link fence, what is surrounding your ring. Okay? You are standing on the apron of the ring. A man is going to come running at you at full speed. He is going to leap, he is going to thrust his leg forward, and his knee is going to connect with your chin. Now, this man running at very high speed is going to crash into you with his knee to your chin, and then the two of you are going to go backward because the man has forward momentum and you are facing backward. You're going to go backward into the panel of the steel cage, which is going to give way, and the two of you are going to topple to the floor after the man has conked you in the chin with his knee. This is a thing that Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega thought was a good idea to do. Dear God. I may or may not have described this terribly well for the novice viewer, but just that fucking spot. My guys. AEW has done some weird and reckless and crazy shit, but they just had arguably the second and third biggest stars in their company, because CM Punk's in their company. CM Punk is totally coming back. That's another discussion. But they just had the second and third biggest stars in their company take a wildly crazy thing. Moxley toppled ass over tea kettle to the floor. Omega fucking landed on a support beam in the middle of the cage and he straddled it and his leg got caught in the rope. He could have fucked his leg. He could have fucked his groin. The fact that nobody got seriously hurt doing that was fucking amazing. Also, and this is the reason they did it, it looked really fucking cool. It looked so cool, in fact, that it justified the fact that, oh, hey, there's a hole in the cage. Now anyone can get in the ring. And then they did their finish, which, listen, it's wrestling. You're gonna do angles. You're gonna do storylines. I don't think this cheapens the idea of a steel cage match in any way. I think it was a really fucking cool thing that happened, which then allowed for a neat wrestling angle. Now then, we've got these 5 dudes here. Yeah, we're gonna generously describe these as dudes. I think we're just gonna take motorway number 1, and I'm just gonna awkward slap them right into here. They're gonna support this circle business. And honest, ooh boy. Well, we might have problems. What if you point there? What if you point there? What if you point up here? Okay. Now, what if you, and perhaps you, but maybe not. What if you two go that away? Now, over here, we need more blue dudes for the blue dude's god. What if you slide in like so? So now we have 1, 2, 3. Only 3? That's not great. Can I sneak a roundabout in like right here? I can sneak a roundabout in like right here. What if I was to sneak a roundabout in like right there? Is that going to be terrible? That might or might not be terrible. Let's see. So the idea is that these 2 primarily and these 3 secondarily provide all the support we could ever need for this roundabout here. But also, hold the phone. I have another idea. I have another perhaps better thought. Here is my other perhaps better thought. What if we take this guy, and this guy, and now we've got 5 guys. We got burgers and fries going up here. All right, you go that away, actually, because we're killing all of this. Hooray. We're going to kill all of this, including this roundabout. Goodbye, roundabout. You don't do anything anymore. You go that away. You 5 support this. You 2, sorry, tree. Come over here. Bing, bang, boom. You 2 support this. You 2 don't do bupkis. Okay. So Trombone Dalek asked, what is the most intense wrestling match type? And congratulations, you're getting a free true fact about professional wrestling, because it really depends on what company you're in, right? Like, there are companies whose whole gimmick is, we are the most violent wrestling. We are like I was about to say the most absolutely intense wrestling in the world, but then I realized that there's an indie fed in Cleveland called Absolutely Intense Wrestling, which, ironically enough, does not do the most absolutely intense wrestling in the world. Shout out AIW. Sports Pun, if you're still watching, I specifically told you not to watch, but at least you got an AIW shout out. So that's nice. Anyway, so there are companies whose whole thing is, we have super intense blood and gore hardcore matches. Yeah, CZ dub, CZ dub, CZ dub. And in those companies, you'll see things called like a Cage of Death, or, you know, back in the olden days in Japan, you would see, they did one of these in AEW. You would see a barbed wire exploding ring death match. Rah! some stupid over-the-top bullshit like that. And, there are matches where the whole point is to hit a guy with the craziest shit you can imagine, like light tubes and pizza cutters and bullshit. There are also places like WWE, which don't always go for the most absolutely bloody thing. They try to tell people that their content is nice and wholesome and family friendly and TV PG and all of that. So every once in a while they'll do a match like Hell in a Cell, which, listen, Hell in a Cell matches have been super physical, bloody, violent matches, sometimes even on purpose. But, they're not the most. So again, it depends on the company. In AEW, actually, I've noticed that AEW has gotten away from lights out matches, which is a shame. I liked AEW's gimmick of the lights out match, but I don't think that's a thing anymore, which is a shame. How, one wonders, are we going to get these guys over to here? It's a very good question to which I don't presently have an answer. However, I can get this guy over to here, and this guy, well, this is going to take up a lot of road, but hey, I've got a lot of road. These two can come down here. These three, and not really doing anything at the moment. If I had a motorway, I could motorway these three, but doesn't seem like a thing we're going to get anytime soon. Give me a fourth bridge. It's like a very long Taylor Swift song. We need a fourth bridge. I don't know why I mentioned Taylor Swift. All songs have bridges. It's kind of an integral part of music or something. I was probably supposed to have a point in there somewhere, but I didn't. All right. Oh, hey. Well, this red guy is right here. That seems pretty simple and straightforward. Additionally, this red guy, not really doing anything. So we can just, oh, you're a circle. I had a simple plan. I had a plain and simple and obvious... Okay. All right. Sure. Let's just do this, I guess. Here. You and you and you and you and you. Why don't we try to slap a roundabout somewhere here-ishly? Should we do that? I think we should do that. Let's do a roundabout somewhat here-ishly. Green guys, unfortunately, you're going to have to be part of this roundabout too. This roundabout is going to be way too busy. This could be an Octoroad from conception, which is a bad thing for a road to be. Okay, now, one spur of you is going to go off this way. Another spur of you is going to come down here. And I think go off that-ish way. Is that what we're going to do? I think, unfortunately, that's what we're going to have to do. So, yeah, we've built and designed and purposefully constructed a goddamn septo road, which just seems like a lovely thing. You, yellow business, did not... Okay, now you recognize that you have dudes. That's nice and fine and good. All right, good job. Good job. This green business is immediately mad on account of this roundabout, which will probably wind up killing everything. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves and our purpose and our place in society. This roundabout is going to kill everything. Is there anything I can do to make it so that this roundabout does not kill everything? Maybe. It's bang quote, Sam, not at quote. Let's see here. You bop that. Sam, it's bang quote, not hashtag quote. Oh, God. Everybody go. It's also bang quote, not tilde quote, not ampersand quote, not asterisk quote. All right, let's take a motorway. Having a motorway is going to be very helpful. Observe. Having a motorway means that I can rid myself of this spur, which actually, come to think of it, this spur might be very helpful. This light blue business down here is going to be supported by these guys. That's going to be okay. These reds here, you know what? Hold on. Hold this phone. I might have just saved everything. And by everything, I mean my ass. All right, you come down here. Go over to that. That's going to be fine. You support this. You, light blue business guy, You, boop, boop, out to boop. You are going to get your very own dedicated boop, boop, spur of the roundabout, like so. So these blues come into here. They go into the... And you know what? This guy doesn't even have to go into the fucking roundabout. We can do that. And we can traffic light that. That's going to be a bad traffic light. Actually, that's not a good traffic light. What if we didn't do that? Actually, hold on. Hold the phone even further. Hold the further phone. I don't think we need... We don't need the roundabout. Because I can just do this. And also this. And we can do this. And we can do that. And this. And that. And this. And then we traffic light right here. Hold every phone. What if you came up here and you, boop, went down here and you booped like so, and all of this is incumbent on getting this, and this to Motorway over to here. So, now we have red guys come. This green guy is not part of the plan, actually. But we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, we only have 4 reds coming over here. That's probably a problem. It's not great. Here, have 5 reds. The bubblegum kid went home sick yesterday, but bubblegum was not a thing. Okay, well, that's good. But hey, you remember that roundabout that kills everything I built? That we all agreed was absolutely going to kill everything, and yet I just allowed it to exist for some reason? It's gone now. It's not gonna kill everything. We've got motorway number 2 here to support this poor dead dying green business. Imagine a business that is simultaneously dead and dying, you know, like Spirit Halloween. Actually, Spirit Halloween is more of a parasite business. It's Bed Bath & Beyond would be the funnier joke at the moment. But hey, vulture capital will come for all of us eventually, I'm sure. In the meantime, the green guys, you've got 4 houses and a straight shot motorway. Do I really need to do more for you? Can you please just catch up? I could put it in a box. It would be Schrodinger's business. That's true. It would. It absolutely would. These dark blues are mad, which, I mean, okay. I do have 800 dark blue guys right here who aren't presently doing anything, so I could probably help with that. What's the best way to help with that? The best way to help with that is to construct yet another roundabout. Amazing. The answer is always roundabouts, somehow. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a roundabout right here. These light blue guys are gonna sneak in right here, go straight through. You're gonna be cool. Now, you dark blue guys are gonna come in like so, right? You're gonna go up here into the roundabout. Some of you are gonna go out this way and then out here, and then you're gonna do this wild and wacky nonsense. This wild, wacky nonsense bullshit is going to result in these dark blue guys coming out here. And eventually, I'm going to put a traffic light right here, but I'm presently short of traffic lights. It'll be fine. I will not say rotary. The game says roundabout. Roundabout is a term of art. And also, my Siri says roundabout because I have the Irish voiced Siri because, well, you know. Anyway, we're gonna take 2 traffic lights. You remember when I said we were going to put traffic lights somewhere? Well, I was correct. We're gonna put traffic lights here. Also, this business right here is mad, so let's give it some help. I think we're gonna give it just a tiny little bit of help. Tiny little bit of help right there for that business. You deserve it. You are a dark blue guy. I have nothing for you. Unfortunately, it's rather my job to have something for you. So, all right, let's take this and stupid bout. Yep, this is the classic roundabout because I couldn't find a good traffic light. But hey, a roundabout because I couldn't find a good traffic light is better than the roundabout that kills everything. So let's just go. Now then, you up here are green guys. That's bad. I don't have conveniently placed green guys. I have inconveniently placed green guys, but fuck. Look at how inconveniently placed these green guys are. We gotta do this. We're gonna do this, but it sucks that we gotta. It also sucks that we lose you, but it sucks that we gotta. It is a Final Fantasy X joke. All right. Like dark blue guys, you can actually like get through this roundabout, right? You realize that your purpose here is to send dudes this way, support this circle, save this business. No? Really? Come on. You can do this. You're smart and good and okay, here come your guys. Good. I'm glad you have guys. You there, light blue guy. Get into get into this roundabout. I think you're needed here more than here. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. You there, dark blue guy. You go straight into the roundabout. Samurai Sam wants to know the Goog's top 3 Aeons. Well, okay. I'm going to give 2 answers to this question because fuck it, why not? If you're limiting yourself to Final Fantasy X, which is the game in which they're specifically called Aeons, then my answer is... that's a good question. Let's go with... Well, first of all, I'm going to take 30 road tiles here because more traffic lights is... It would be helpful, but it's not going to be the thing that saves me. These 5 green business houses are very angry making as regards this business. This guy right here somehow not being helped. So here, take more dude. Take more dude, my dude. All of the dark blues simultaneously are falling apart, which is really annoying if you think about it. Observe, dark blues have fallen apart. Really annoying if you think about it. 1710 does not feel like a great score. I feel like I'm about to be samurai slammed. Observe, I have been a samurai slammed. Holy fuck! Number 2 in the world is Samurai Sam. Wow. Yeah, that's a slamming. That's a samurai slamming if ever there was one. All right. Let's bring up Wordle and then talk about Aeons in that order. So, if you're just talking Final Fantasy X, I don't know. Anima's great. The Magus sisters are great. I like Ixion, even though Ixion's like not useful. I just like Ixion's entrance. Ixion's entrance is really cool. Bahamut's good in FF10. Ifrit and Shiva are, they're not end game Aeons or anything, but they're nice and fun. I'm gonna say my top 3 are Anima, then Bahamut, then fuck it, Ixion takes the 3. Anima is badass. The Magus sisters are really cool, but they're kind of finicky and they're so goddamn hard to get because you have to get everything else. And Anima is so goddamn hard to get, especially if you're playing the remaster version, because if you're playing the remastered version and you miss one of those destruction spheres, buddy, you are not getting Anima. Because in order to get Anima, you have to go back. And in order to go back, you have to beat one of the Dark Aeons. And that's just not happening. That's not a thing a person actually does. People don't actually beat the Dark Aeons in Final Fantasy X. That's not a thing that happens. It's not a thing. But anyway, if you're talking all of Final Fantasy, if you want to like change if you want to use a broader definition of Aeon to just mean any of those cool summoned beasties what are in Final Fantasy games, then it means that I get to talk about summon materia from Final Fantasy VII, which is what I intend to do, because summon materia in Final Fantasy VII, caption said you have to beat the dark ass, which sounds like nope, that's gonna get me in trouble. We're not gonna say that thing. We're gonna rewind. Trombone Dalek notes that the caption said, "I have to beat the dark ass," which is unfortunate. Listen, the auto voice recognition software is good, and speech to text is a useful thing, but also it is finicky, which is why we need dedicated specialists. We're not going to say anything, Trombone Dalek, except for all of the things we're going to say, such as Knights of the Round fucking rules, Odin fucking rules. Ifrit is nice and simple in FF7. I enjoy Ifrit a fair bit. Everybody go. Ifrit is probably not an actual 5-letter word. No, it's not. We're not going to. Shiva is probably, well, it is an actual 5-letter word, but it's also not eligible for Wordle. So, well, now we know that none of those letters are in the word. And hey, there was an S and an A and an other vowel, and okay, fine. There are worse first words than Shiva, probably. Oh, let's see here. What if you polled the audience except with only one L? Well, okay. We're great. Okay. It could still be grout. It could be grout. Dalek, I was going to make a crude joke about spanking a black lady. Okay? Beat the... It's not grout, but I did get an R in the word, and an O is the third letter. So, let's see here. It can't be wrong. There's no G. It can't be wrong, even though stink was wrong. Best Pies in London suggests that it could be crowned. It could absolutely be crowned. It is not, but it could have been. Samurai Sam has redeemed a Sporkle quiz. We'll do that after Wordle. Ooh, is that postseason home runs in Yankees Red Sox games? That's going to be, well, I can think of a few of those, but we'll see. Let's see. It can't be frown. It can't be anything own, for that matter. It can't even be around the whole... Never mind. Old reference to old TV show is old, even though old TV show is still on the air. My point is, it could be bromi. It's not a word, but, you know. What in the fuck is this word, you guys? It could be brobbage. You know? It could be brook. It's a perfectly cromulent word. Good job, Best Pies in... It's broom. Thank you, Best Pies in London. We got there together. It was not brook, but it was broom. And hey, we eventually cleaned up, so to speak. All right, let us rid ourselves of the gentle don't tell me what the word is if you know what the word is rules. And then we're going to do this Sporkle quiz. Huzzah! Sporkle quiz. Yankees Red Sox postseason home runs. Can you name all of the players that have hit home runs in Yankees Red Sox postseason meetings, which includes the 1978 American League Eastern Division playoff game, which was a regular season game? Like, the rules of the game specifically say that Sporkle is this. That thing there is just truly there. I clicked your ad. Get rid of your box. That's the most obtrusive ad in all of Sporkle. And listen, look at all of these fucking ads in all of Sporkle. There are a lot of ads on Sporkle. Okay. Let's see here. Let's play this quiz. So, can you see this well enough? Hopefully we can. If I need to make it bigger, let me make it bigger. All right. We've got 7 minutes to say Bucky Dent. He hit one. There were also 2 more home runs in that game. Great. What about Carl Yastrzemski? Did he did hit a home run in that game. Great. I don't know who else did. That's fine. Elston Howard is not a person who played in that game. He was probably, dead by then. So the Yankees and Red Sox have met in the playoffs in the 1999 ALCS, the 2003 ALCS, the 2004 ALCS, and then the 2018 ALDS. So let's just start naming some mid-2000s Yankees and Red Sox. We're going to get most of the way there. Starting with David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, Nomar Garciaparra, Mark Bellhorn hit one, Johnny Damon hit one. Actually, Johnny Damon hit two in that Game 7. That's true. Alex Rodriguez hit one. Derek Jeter hit one. I think Bernie Williams hit one. Yes, he did. He also did one in 1999. I remember crying my eyes out in the 1999 ALCS. But then again, I was 12. Hey, speaking of the 1999 ALCS, John Valentin hit one. I bet you Mo Vaughn didn't hit any. Well, that's a shame. Probably has something to do with why the Red Sox lost. Oh, I just realized they're color-coded. It's probably bad that I just realized they're color-coded. Hey, Kevin Millar hit one. Good for him. Oh, and Mo Vaughn was not on the Red Sox in 1999. That might have something to do with it, too. Who replaced him at first base? Was it Mike Stanley? No. Was it Scott Hatteberg? No. I give up. All right. More 2003 guys. Did Bill Miller hit one? No. 2003 AL, yeah, I don't know the 2003 guys as well as I will the 2004 guys. Orlando Cabrera hit one? No. Already tried Bill Miller, Mark Bellhorn, Kevin Millar. Did Jason Varitek ever hit? Jason Varitek hit a bunch. Good for you, Jason Varitek. You were very good. Future Red Sox Hall of Famer, most likely. If he's not already there, I don't know. He could already be there for all I know. Let's see. Who hit one in that 19-8 game? A whole fucking fuckload of guys hit one. But I bet you one of them was Ruben Sierra. Hey, I was right. What else? The Yankees had a whole bunch of those, like, late career mercenary guys. Ruben Sierra hit one, and there was another one. You know, I bet you Tino Martinez hit some in the 99 ALCS. He totally did. Also, J.D. Martinez in 2018. That's right, 2018 is the thing that happened. What about Mookie Betts? Imagine trading Mookie Betts. I can't believe they traded Mookie Betts. Fuck. He did not hit one in 2018 ALDS against the Yankees, actually. Let's see here. This is J.D. Drew is not going to be here. He's just, his time with the Sox was after 04 and before 18. So, who else? I could actually try to think about these games, but I don't specifically remember them. So, might be difficult for me. 2018, would that be Aaron Judge? That would be Aaron Judge. Would it also be Giancarlo Stanton? It might be, but it's not. Let's see here. The 2004 and 3 ALCs. Well, I mean, okay. Listen, there was one guy in 2003. He did kind of, it was mildly important. It was mildly important, the home run that Aaron Boone hit. Just a little bit. Just a little. It was rather pivotal, if you think about it. Okay. 1999 ALCS. Who did the Sox, did they still have Mike Greenwell in 1990? No, I don't think that. Was that Troy O'Leary? Maybe. No. Damon Lewis? No. Already tried David Ortiz. Jeremy Giambi? Oh, for that matter, Jason Giambi. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Jason Giambi, 4 for the Yankees. Let's see here. I've somehow gotten all of the 04 ALCS home runs for the Red Sox except for one in Game 3. And Game 3 was that awful 19-8 game. Trot Nixon hit that? Oh, he did hit that. And also a bunch in 2003 because Trot Nixon was really good. I think even Red Sox fans kind of forget how good Trot Nixon was. Now, granted, he was good at one very specific thing for a reasonably short amount of time, but still, for like 5 or so years there, Trot Nixon was really fucking good at hitting right-handed pitchers, especially guys whose names rhymed with Schmadger Schmemmons. If your name rhymed with Schmadger Schmemmons and you threw a fastball to Trot Nixon, oh boy, he was gonna hit it to fucking schmars. Anyway. see here. Most humans are right-handed. That's true. That's why it's good to be able to hit the ball hard when they throw it at you. Who else was on the 2003 Red Sox? God, my memory is bad, you guys. Jorge Posada probably hit some. He was on the Yankees forever. Yeah. We already did Bernie Williams. We already got Johnny Damon. Jacoby Ellsbury's time with the Red Sox is kind of all around these, and I don't think he hit one with the 2018 Yankees. Teixeira was probably gone from the Yankees by 18. We might be done here. We're going to be in for an extended Remember Some Guys segment, but we might be done actually naming dudes who hit home runs. Who did Bellhorn replace? I mean, Bellhorn was the second baseman, and he kind of replaced Pokey Reese, but the second baseman in 2003 was... I don't remember. This is after Jeff Fry's time. It's before Tony Graffinino's time. I don't remember who the... Oh, Todd Walker. Hoo-hoo! Thank you, Sam. I got two more. Oh, God. All right. Let's remember some fucking guys. Reggie Jackson hit one in that 78 tiebreaker. Okay. That makes sense. Scott Brocious, that was a fucking late 90s Yankee ass guy. Darryl Strawberry, Ricky Leday, these are people I know. Brian Daubach, oh, I kind of feel bad for not remembering Brian Daubach. He was kind of like the mascot of those mid-late 90s Red Sox who kind of sucked but were also pretty okay and could hit the ball really hard. Kenny Lofton hit a homer. Good for Kenny Lofton. Man, Kenny Lofton should be in the fucking Hall of Fame, and it's crime that he got one and done. Absolute bullshit crime. Also, I completely forgot that John Olerud was a Yankee, even though I'm sure he was really good in 2004 because he was always really fucking good. Hideki Matsui, I definitely should have gotten. Brock Holt, Gary Sanchez, Xander Bogaerts, Christian Vasquez, well, must have been one of those weeks he was good at baseball. Who knew? And of course, Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield was a scary motherfucker in 2004. My God, it feels to me like, as I think back on my memories of the extra innings in 2004, in the 2004 ALCS, it felt like every single fucking inning, Gary Sheffield or Ruben Sierra were batting with 7 guys on base. Every single fucking inning. And like Keith Folk would deliver a 72-mile-an-hour changeup, and Gary Sheffield would hit it 800 feet foul. And then he'd fly out or something, because Keith Folk was actually a really good pitcher who fucking sacrificed his knee and arm and essentially career to win the 2004 ALCS and World Series for the Red Sox. Keith Folk, another guy who should be in the Red Sox Hall of Fame. Listen. If the Boston Red Sox just woke up one day and said, we're going to put every single human being who was on the fucking 2004 Red Sox in the Red Sox Hall of Fame, I would support the decision even if it meant Curt Schilling got in. Ugh, fuck Curt Schilling. But anyway, this has been Let's Remember Some Guys. This has been Good Morning Mini Motorways. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will possibly be back later tonight for Mass Effect Andromeda. We will see if schedule and timing and all of that allows. But in the meantime, I thank you all so very much for watching and hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.